And here we go. How are you today? Wow. So I've started a new thing at home. So let's like talk to you about boundaries for a minute. So what I've done, oh my gosh, my shirt's all riggedy moggedy. Here we go. So what I did is I set up a boundary. I own two companies. And one company is I make mascot costumes, and the other company is my shamanic company, Shamanic Teaching and Healing Services. And I kind of balance between the two. So the mascot company, I've been doing it for over 35 years. And I was finding that people, because I work from home, a lot of people were calling at all hours, and I was just always distracted by the little stuff. And now that I set some boundaries and I said, this is a mascot day, this is a shamanic day, and this is a mascot day, and these are the hours that I'm available and not available, and sticking to them, I find that my day is progressing. I'm getting 1,000 more things done in a day, and I don't feel wiped out. So I just had to say, do you set boundaries with somebody? And if you set boundaries, what do they look like? And do you stick to them, or do you cave and go, oh, well, it's okay just for this time, and then keep falling behind? So if you set a boundary, boundaries are really important, whether it be in our personal life or work life. It just helps us get so that we have a little bit more control over our bodies and over we get to choose, I guess, is what I'm saying. So set boundaries and then have the courage to stick to them. Woohoo! Anyway, I'm backwards on this thing, and my shirt keeps falling over, and and I'm pulling one sleeve down, and I'm wondering why it's not going down, because it was the other sleeve, and oh my Lord. Having said that, good morning, Kim. It was so fun talking to you yesterday. You jazzed me up, and I'm just excited to see where all of this goes for you. So Kim, you're sitting in 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 is the science of natural law, or the science of pure science. So pure science, what is pure science? Pure science is that old ancient knowing, and it's also called heart knowing. It's interesting. I'm going to pull up from here. I do have a cheat sheet, but it says 19 actually on the Mayan is freedom to choose, freedom to decide what bits of what information I'm going to incorporate into my own home, my own life. What am I going to explore? You get to choose. And I tell all my students when they're here, take what I'm saying, and if it lands for you, great. If you have the urge to explore deeper, do that. If it doesn't land, let it go. And that's what's calling today. If it doesn't land, Kim, let it go. Let go of the things that you perceived had to happen in a certain order, and let that structure go, and just allow what is and what feels right to happen. It's an interesting day today. You may feel a little bit of rage today, but rage doesn't necessarily mean anger. Rage can mean that pent up energy that needs to explode. There's been a big shift, and because of the big shift, it's almost like an earthquake happening. So when an earthquake happens, you get the rumble. So you've had the rumble, but now it's going to split. And as that splitting is happening, and as the path is changing, and as the landscape of where you are and what's happening is looking different, that can get an internal change happening. And that's where the energy that you're sitting in today. You're also sitting in the tree of life, that beautiful tree of life, of the masculine and the feminine, the yin and the yang, the positive and the negative, because everything is a duality. And watch those twisted branches. And that's where I'm talking about. Your tree of life didn't come straight up with no twists and turns. You got some major twists in there. And right now you're in the process of creating another twist in that beautiful tree of life. And that's what's causing that internal shakeup, that internal, oh, I just need to twist this around, like getting a big rope and just turning it and turning it. That's where your life is going. You're on a big shift, a big turn, and it's going to be huge. Literally, it's going to change the whole look of your tree. I love it. Rhoda, how are you this morning? I love that I can say your name today. Now, oh, you're sitting in the zero count. The zero is nothing, and yet it is everything. The zero is absolute love, but then confusion with it. So you're going to have that great big impact today. You're going to have something. I just see something happening, like a boulder coming in and smacking you today. You're going to have a shock factor. So something's going to happen, or someone is going to say something that is literally going to switch your life upside down today. It may be a bit spooky when that happens, but just be aware of it. And I'm not sure what angle it is, because I'm asking, is it work related or personal related? And it's not giving me an answer. It's almost like they're intertwined somehow, but it is a big impact. Something is going to, either an opportunity is going to arise, or something is going to be taken away. But it's going to be a huge shift, and it is going to put you into your uncomfortableness. You're also sitting in love today. It's interesting. So when you're sitting in love, know that whatever is happening from the universe. So this is that universal love. If we can look at everything that happens to us in through the lens of love, then we realize that we're not being punished. It's not a victim thing. It just is a thing. And thank the universe for providing you with that teaching, to with that impact that's going to happen. And then just and look at it that way. So you're not looking at it going, oh, woe is me, woe is me. This is going to be saying, hey, thank you very much for this. And I will try to look at the brighter side of it rather than into the negative of it. You're also looking at beauty way, which is almost what I just said, is that look at the bright side of it. No matter what's going on, look, we don't see enough beauty in our lives. So when we get something happening and, oh my gosh, it's raining outside. Oh, it's been raining for 20 days and I'm sick of the rain. How often have we said something like that, instead of going, wow, that earth is getting a nice good soaking and the roots are all being nourished right now. See the different in the lens. So it's asking you to look through love today with this impact that's going to happen. It's going to be big, and you will notice it. And as soon as you do, you're going to go, oh, I remember hearing that this was going to happen today. It's okay. I can allow myself to feel it. And I know that it's, look at it from a love point of view. And then how does it feel? Okay. Woo. My dog's barking in the background there. So, and now we're on Debbie. Good morning, my love, grandmother. I'm excited for the weekend. So am I. I've got my students coming. My first year students are coming. I've got 14 beautiful women coming into the teepee, and we spent an entire weekend of healing work and growing, and we are working on our healer animal this weekend. So it's actually beautiful. So we are sitting 5, 10, 15, and one is 16, Debbie. So 16, what is 16? Do you remember? Okay, 16 is sitting in the great teachers themselves. Ooh, so the great teachers are really calling you. Your lesson is going to be amplified today. And it's sitting, it's sitting in patience today. You may feel a little bit impatient, and it's going to ask you to have patience. And so when you want things to, I want this to be done so I can get on to that. I want an ending to something so I can have a beginning. And it's telling you just have to have patience, because there, in this case, and what's happening is there's no sudden end and sudden beginning. What's happening is they're morphing into each other slowly. So this is change is happening, but it's happening slowly, like going from summer, fall, winter. It didn't just one day. It was a course of events that got you there. And so it's telling you that you are on a course of events that's going to get you where you need to be. But don't expect a sudden change. It doesn't work that way. The flow of the course of events today. And you're also sitting in the heart sky. So the heart of sky is allowing that change, that beautiful metamorphosis that I'm changing. I'm allowing that flow. And if you look at the night sky, even the night, the moon comes up. shines bright, the sun goes down, the stars start peeking out, the light goes away and it becomes darkness. The darkness goes away and it becomes light. Everything is on a flow. And today it's asking you to pay attention to the flow that you're in rather than the sudden change of. This is a flow event that's happening with you. So you're sitting in that beautiful energy. I hope you enjoy it. And I can't wait to give you a hug tomorrow. So Mary, good morning, my dear. Good morning. Mary is sitting in 5, 10, and 1 is 11. 11 are these beautiful stars. And I just finished talking to Debbie about the stars coming out and your star in your own world today. And someone is watching you today. I see a smaller person. You're setting an example for someone today. They're watching how you're going to respond to things and how you're reacting, how you move. They're actually mimicking you. And pay attention to what you're doing around children today, because someone is watching you and wanting to copy. So don't smoke in front of them, things like that. Do set a really, really good example, because they literally have idolized you. They are putting you on this pedestal and they're in awe of you. And they're just like, oh, I want to be like her. Oh, and so that's the energy you're sitting in today. So celebrate that, but also be aware of it. You're sitting in the west of the great teachers. You're sitting in spirit today. And it's interesting that spirit and the stars is together, because that's that beautiful flow. And this little person can see auras, as very intuitive and very psychic, and they have a great gift. And because of that, you are attractive to them, and they're going, oh my gosh, I want that energy. They are feeding into your energy. So they have already come in through the higher vibration. They didn't have to work at getting to that higher vibration. And now they're matching your vibration. This child is very influential and will eventually make a big impact in the world. But they are looking to you right now for advice and just confirmation of where they should be. You're sitting with the flow of life as well. You're sitting with that flow. Ooh-wee, knowing that whatever I'm doing, it is rippling all over. And even if you think of one wave starting on one side of the ocean and it'll eventually get to the other side of the ocean, it goes through the wave process, but the energetic continues on. Fish come in, other things happen, and then it comes on and it gets to the other side. That's where you're sitting in that energy today. My energy is sending out, and wow, the people who need to see, the children, the younger generation, they are lit up by it. Ooh, that's a good one. How about Kat? Good morning, Kat. How are you today? 5, 10, and 2 is 12. 12 of the earth count, the galaxies, all the stars, all the Milky Way, everything is in lining. So everything's lining up. So all these things are lining up, and that big circular stuff to get you where you need to be is shift. Oh my gosh. It's like, like a little kid's wind-up toy. It's like, I'm going to let go of the spring and it's going, and that's kind of what's happened. You're on that tight, and now you're letting go, and you're going to watch that little thing just kind of go crazy, because everything's now lining up. All those planets are all singing that same song, and that vibrational energy is going to lift up. It's going to take you, literally pick you up and take you where you need to be. Ooh. And you're sitting in victory. Victory. I am celebrating victory. I am exactly where I need to be, doing exactly what I need to do, how I need to do it, and with whom I need to do it. Everything's literally, Kat, everything is lining up for you today. And it's like everything's on fire. So celebrate that, and then take a look around, do a walk around, even a walk around your home, a walk around your neighborhood, and celebrate the victory of everything today. Okay, so everything you look at today, look at through the lens of victory. I love it. And your card today, Kat. Ooh, I got them all spread out on my desk. The card today is Wind Talker. And Wind Talker, it's interesting because when when we sit in the energy of wind is also sitting in the energy of Ik, who is the second galactic master. And Ik teaches us that breath of life, breath of beginning, breath of the duality, the splitting. We aren't alone. We come into as a single, but then everything else spreads out around us. We are never alone, and we have all these beautiful ancestral energetics coming up, and we're sitting in that as well. And you're also sitting in reflection. So reflect back, which is what I had said earlier. Reflect back on everything that's happening, even relationships. How have they turned out? Why is it the way it happened? And if you could have gone back in history, say even 20 years ago, what would you have been worried about? Because you could see yourself now today where you are, and you saw yourself going through all those things. You went through all the worry, the stress, everything else, but you still ended up in the same place. All worry does is rob you of the joy of today. So don't let the burdens of tomorrow rob you of the joy of today. Celebrate that joy of today, Kat. Ooh, I love it. Hello, good morning, Luisha. And I get to see you on Friday or Saturday too. I don't know if you're in town yet, but I will see you tomorrow. You are sitting in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 moon movement and energy. And that moon movement and energy, those are the cycles of the moon. Your cycles are really starting to click. I'm putting them together, but I get to choose if I really want to set into that energy. It's almost like you're on a roller coaster and you're going, oh, I'm going up that hill, and I know I'm going to crest over it right away. And you're coming up to the crest of the hill. And when you get to the top where everything is looking beautiful, enjoy the moment of success. And then allow yourself to free fall and allow yourself to go. But just take that moment of, oh, look at this moment. Look at the sunrise. Look at the sunset. Just look at where I am. Look at all the beauty in my life. This moment in time. And then when things change, because everything changes, allow it to go down and go, woo, that was a ride. Now I'm going to go back up again and get back up to that peak. And it's allowing you to get up to that peak and know that you're safe. You're not going to fall out of the ride. You're on it for good. You're here. And your feelings are going to be a little like that roller coaster today. So your feelings are going to be, I'm scared. No, it's beautiful. Oh no, it's scary. Yeah, it's wonderful. And you're going to be literally jumping like that. Should I do? Shouldn't I do? Can I do? So allow all those beautiful roller coasters. I would actually put a picture of a roller coaster up because that is literally in my face. And it would be funny if I pulled a card with a roller coaster on it, but my cards don't have it. But I can see that happening. You're sitting a little bit in the sorcerer's energy today. So that sorcerer sits in a little bit different energy than what we are used to. So in the shamanic classes, we have that caring, nurturing, wonderful kumbaya kind of stuff going on. The sorcerer is a little bit more independent. The sorcerer stands back and says, you know what? I'm willing to look at everything through a little bit different lens than the rest of the world. You don't have to be like everyone else. I can be perfectly different and be perfect. And it's telling you to celebrate your differences and then allow yourself to sit in that difference, because you're not here to be like everyone else. You're here to be uniquely you. Step back from the picture and look at it through a different lens. Okay. I love it. And Elf, how are you? Can I have a stone, please? You definitely can. You're sitting in 5, 6, 7, 8 is the cycles of natural law. Goes around, comes around, law of attraction. And that law of attraction is really, really calling. You know what? I have some law of attraction cards. I should bring them out and pull one a day for everybody. But it's telling you that your thought process today, be very careful of your thoughts, because your thoughts are creating your reality. So predictive thinking is kind of jumping in at the moment. So if I do that, that's going to happen. Don't do the predictive thinking, because things can change. Even though you think you got everything in order, things can switch up. So it's telling you, don't predictive think. If I do this, then all these this is the fallout of that. Or if I do this, that's how that person's going to respond. Just go in with an open heart. It's saying, open your heart, that heart knowing, and just walk into it. Don't worry about the predictive thinking of it. And you're sitting in sex today, that sexuality of who you are. Just sit in your sexuality, your masculine, your feminine. If you lean more towards the masculine side, invite the feminine side. If you lean towards the feminine side, invite the masculine side today. That masculine side is confidence, that's care, that's walking forward with it being the guy, the captain of the ship. But if you're walking, and so that's if you're walking in the feminine, then own the masculine. But if you're walking in the masculine, then own the feminine, that's soft, the delicate, the care, the softness, the gentleness of you. And you're also sitting in the middle world. Ooh, middle world. So the middle world is there are people all around you that are guides, human guides, that even live in this lifetime awake, walking around the world. And you ever meet somebody and you go, wow, they really made an impact of my life. And because of their care, their maybe a kind word, something that could make your day change. You have those type of angels all around you, and allow yourself to really sit in. I've got something tickling my nose. So allow yourself to sit in that care of that, and know that that middle world is dancing with you today. Those angels are dancing with you today. Ooh, yeah. And it's telling you to don't worry, please don't worry, we've got you, don't worry. And it's showing me wind over top of your face, don't worry. So I would take a cloth. This sounds really bizarre. Get a wet cloth, put it on your face, take it off, and then get a paper or a book or something and fan your face. Feel the energy on your face after it's wet and the air is drying it. That's important, and I don't even know why. I just know that I'm being told to tell you that. So I hope it makes sense to you, because it doesn't to me. Reading, please, Luisha. I did your Luisha's. Kim, you're most welcome. Who do we have here? Brenda. Hello, beautiful souls. Hello, Brenda. How are you today? Brenda, you are sitting in 5, 10, and 2 is 12. 12 is that solar system again. We're bringing a lot of the same energy, so it must be a universal energy today that's really coming in. There's that shift up. It's almost like everything was kind of stagnant, waiting for something, and now that something has occurred. I don't know what it is, but the energetic has occurred, and now everything's lighting up. Everything's going to fall into. It's like we're waiting, and then once the energy shifted, because the energy wasn't sure where it was going to go. The energy shifted, and now everything's moving as it should. So instead of just sitting, now we're going. So you went from that sitting energy to the movement energy, and so it's not bad or good. It just is. But you're moving into that beautiful energy of whatever. I don't need to sit still anymore. I don't need to wait for something to happen. Now's the time for me to get it going. I'm ready to move forward. You're also seeking, which is you're ready to move forward. You're ready to go ahead and to seek out what it is that fills you. So ask yourself 3 things. What is it that I want? What is it that I need? And what can I do to get it? So those 3 things. And remember, there's a difference between want and need. So what do I want? Well, something that you want, but you could live without, but you still want it. And something that I need is something that you absolutely can't live without. So for me, I can't live without an animal in my life. So find out what is want and need, and then what is it that I need to do to get it. And then, because that's all waiting for you. All you got to do is take the first step and walk into it, and you got it. Okay. So you're also sitting in the council, into the council. You've been turned inward. You've been sitting inside yourself. And now's the time that the council is saying, now's the time to move forward. And the council is there to help you, to assist you to move forward. And it's saying, now's the time. We've made our decision on the energetic that's going on in the world and how it's going to shift. And just find your spot in that. Find your lane and get into your lane and have fun, because it's wide open for you. I love it. Debbie, thank you. Kat, you're most welcome. Thank you. So now we are on Name, NYMY. I think, again, I'm from a distance here, so I can't exactly see that. I think I need new glasses. You're sitting in the energy of 5 and 1 is 6. 6 is the spirit and the ancestors, but it also sits in southeast of the medicine wheel, and your shadow self is peeking in. Actually, the shadow self is quite big today. You're hiding. You're hiding in the shadows, and it's telling you, why are you hiding in the shadows? Get out of there. Get out of the shadows. It's okay to be seen, and stop hiding. You deserve to be seen. You're worthy of being seen, and allow your voice and allow yourself to be seen today. So put on something nice and bright. Do something different that will get you noticed, because today's the day to get noticed. Don't hide in anybody's shadow. You are completely good within yourself. Be your own bright light. And you're also sitting in the north of the medicine with, I'm a little bit afraid to do that. I'm a little bit afraid to be seen. I'm so used to hiding in everyone else's shadow and downplaying myself, that to actually live up to what I can do and where I can go is a little bit scary. And I would ask you today, just today, step into your power, step in and be seen. And then tomorrow you can retreat if you need to, but at least do it for 24 hours. Give yourself one day to step in and be seen, and then figure out, did I like it? Did I not like it? What did I like about it? What didn't I like about it? And then have that conversation with your guides and say, now what do I do tomorrow? You're also sitting in the ghost dance. So that ghost dance is, I'm wanting to hide. I'm wanting to drop in backwards. And that's exactly what that ghost dance is saying. Get rid of the shadows, get rid of hiding or behind. You don't have to hide behind anybody anymore. Step out and say hello. Get dancing. I love it. I hope that helps you. And Elf, hey, good morning, Paul. And all of our way to, oh, Atlanta City. I love this slots. Okay, well, there you go. Well, on your way then, I hope you have a very productive day. I actually don't like slot machines myself. I just find that I get bored with them, and number two, if I can't burn the money, I won't stick it in one of those machines. But that's just me. I have lots of friends who enjoy them and love going to Nevada. So I hope that you have an awesome day, and woo, more power to you. You're sitting in that beautiful 5, 10, 15, and 1 is 16. 16 is the great teachers. So let's find out what's happening in the great teacher, because let's find out what they're telling you. The great teacher is sitting in the west today of Earth. So you're not in a great teacher. You're in grounding down into Mother Earth. Mother Earth is saying, get your feet in the ground. Don't sit in the ether too much. And even though you're in the city, and even though you're in that element of all those bells and whistles and all that stuff happening, take a break from time to time. Go outside and stand with a tree. Stand with your feet on the ground if you can, and actually get your shoes off and stand with your feet in the ground. Take some deep breaths, and then go back in and enjoy, and then come back out and get grounded again. So don't sit in the ether too much, but keep taking breaks and getting back into Mother Earth. You're also sitting on the journey. This life's a journey. Enjoy it. And it sounds to me that every time I hear of all the different places you're going and all the wonderful things you're doing, I see you enjoying life, and allow yourself to enjoy that life. Allow yourself to interact with the people around you and see the fun in everything. And don't forget to laugh, but get out there on Mother Earth today, okay? And Jennifer, hey, how are you today? Hi, grandmother, and all chat today. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's see what we have for you today. Oh, you're sitting in the 20. So that's the very last stone. That is sitting in death, conclusion, and rebirth. But this, so remember, there was one that I did earlier where I said they were in a transitional period, that it was just a flow. Today, you're not doing that. You're in that actually sudden done. It's done. Close the door. Something new is happening. There isn't that flow of transforming over. That door is closed, shut. Leave it shut. Don't keep peeking it open. That door has closed for a reason. Now there's a new door to walk through. It's telling you there's no transition, and don't go back to the door that shut. Keep the door shut. That's That's interesting. And self-care. So keep that door shut and then have self-care. It's going to be a boundary that is going to be maybe a little bit hard. Oh, I get to go back and revisit that. Maybe I could change something. Please don't, because the door is closed for you. And every time we open the door and we try to force something happening, when the door got closed, it just gets mucked up. And then we end up having to redo that lesson. And so in this case, allow yourself to acknowledge the lesson. Say, okay, I get it. And I'm going to just change I'm walking in a different door. I would actually, even to the point as I would draw one door, I would draw a piece of paper, I'd draw a door closed, and I would draw a door open. And then ask yourself, what is behind that door that's closed? Can I let it go? And what's behind that door that's open? Can I walk into that newness of what's being birthed? Sitting in the beauty way. Now, this is the second time I've drawn this card today, which is very interesting. So that beauty way is saying, find the beauty in it. Find the beauty in that door being closed. Don't try to make something happen that isn't meant to happen, because you will go through that whole cycle again and you'll get right where you are now. Beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Thank you very much. Me too. And now, I think I have somebody else in here. Oh, here we go. We've got Robin. Hey, Robin. Grand Rising. How is everyone today? Very good. Thank you so much. Grand Rising. Do you know I have a lady? Her name is Steph. She helps me out on all my computer stuff and all that kind of stuff. She's also just a general all-around good guy, and I just love her energy, and she helps me with everything. And she always says Grand Rising, so it's a Grand Rising to you. And you're sitting on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, number 9 of the Earth count. That is moon movement and energy. Isn't that interesting that I've pulled out similar stones throughout the entire day today, and honestly, the whole universe was kind of held. It's like the whole breath was held until the spirit guides, the galactic masters, whoever you want to say, got that energy folded, because the new book is coming in, the new chapter and the new spin is coming in. The energy shifted, and now the new events are going to happen. So you're right in that flow with everyone else. But I know that although it's the collective spirit today, it is also your own personal stuff. So watch what's moving for you now, because something was kind of, I don't know, I'm waiting for a sign. Well, the sign has happened, and now the path is open to you. Is it Pisces sun, Leo moon is rising? Oh, very good. See, I don't know about all that kind of stuff. So thank you so much for that. I don't normally even follow that stuff, just because it's so much information and I just never got there. So thank you for sharing that. You're sitting in a little bit of rage today. So that is that build up energy. And now that's 2 people that have had rage today. So the energy is sitting that's stirring the pot, but I see someone else stirring the pot. So someone else is stirring the pot, which is going to get a response from you. And that response isn't going to necessarily be a good one. So instead of just reacting, take a moment, take some deep breaths, and then think about what you're going to do to respond as opposed to react. Hold off that sudden reaction, because you may regret it later. So just take a couple deep breaths, walk away from the situation, and then how am I going to respond? Because someone's egging you on in the background. Yeah. And you're seeing the eagle too. So that eagle is telling you, step back. Don't take a look. I'm not going to get that first hit, if you will. That eagle, he's not going to just grab right away. He's going to fly backwards, where everyone is thinking that he's going to go forward and attack. He's not. He's going to go backwards. He's going to take a good look. He's going to look all around the hidden corners, and then he's going to make the decision which way to come in. And that's where you're sitting in too. Take a good look around. Don't just react. Wait. intelligently respond in neutrality, and you will have control over the situation. If you respond in anger or a sudden quick, like sometimes I will do that. Sometimes my mouth will spurt out something and I hadn't filtered it first, and then I have to backtrack. So allow that filter to happen today. Really turn your filter up and allow yourself to respond, not react. Okay. I hope that's a good day for you. And thanks everyone for joining me. I know for me, but like it's going to take a bit to get my reader base back, or my view base back, because I missed a whole week there, and it was almost 2 weeks. My husband's doing really well. He's going to physio today, so he gets that. And life of a stroke, I can tell you, so many things have happened in our lives, things I never ever dreamt would take me down that path. And I have to tell you, it has been a journey, not good or bad, just a journey. Number one, as a witness. Number two, as a caregiver. And now I'm watching my husband claim back his independence. And as he's claiming back his independence, I'm a little bit apprehensive, and I'm going, maybe I just want to help you. Can I just help you a little bit? And he's saying, no, he let me do things on my own. So that is the difference between rescuing somebody and helping somebody. So helping somebody is when they need and ask for the help. And then you can figure out, am I rescuing you by helping you? Or can I stand back and watch you struggle a little bit, maybe even fall a little bit, because you're going to get back up and you're going to be stronger. And it's knowing the wisdom of watching that. So don't rescue so quickly. Ask yourself, do I really need to step in, or is it okay to watch them and let them know that I'm that support? I will give you my hand and I will walk with you, but I don't have to rescue. So it is all part of the learning process of being a human and sitting in this collective energy with other people. So I hope that, I don't know, it just gives you a little bit of insight. Whatever you're doing today, I just hope that you have the best day ever. Remember, I don't come on the weekends, so I will be back Monday morning, and I get to teach all weekend, which is my favorite thing in the world to do. So I get to teach class. If you're looking to learn how to do stone readings, we've got still spots available, and we'll be closing the spots off probably in another, I don't know, month or so. But now's the time to get thinking about it. It's on January the 8th, and it's online. So we're going to get together, and you're going to learn this beautiful earth count. You're going to create your own stones. You're going to go through ceremony. You're going to learn how to understand them, speak to them, and how to read other people, how to read the world. And so the more people that get to know this beautiful medicine, I think the more in tune we all are to each other. So anyway, that's Karen, Grandmother Dances in the Night Skies. I hope you're having an awesome day, and you can get me in the descriptions. I wrote my website, and you can reach me there. You can also reach me, I don't know, through my Facebook page, which is Shamanic Teaching and Healing Services. If you're not on my Facebook group page, please go there. I post every day, and you never know what you're going to find in there too. Okay, take care. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye, guys. And good luck, Paul.